Ever wondered how your calculator knows the sine of 120 degrees? A 120-degree angle can't exist in a right-angled triangle, so the classic SOHCAHTOA rule breaks down. Yet, we get an answer. The secret lies in a more powerful idea, the unit circle. This is the true definition of trigonometry. Forget triangle ratios for a moment. Instead, imagine a circle with a radius of exactly 1 centered on a graph's origin. As you draw a line from the center at any angle, the point where it hits the circle has coordinates, x, y. It's that simple. The x-coordinate is the cosine of the angle. The y-coordinate is the sine. This redefinition unlocks every angle, positive, negative, even those greater than 360 degrees. As the point travels through the 4 quadrants, the signs of x and y change. To keep track, we use the mnemonic all stations to central. In quadrant 1, A, all functions are positive. In 2, only S. In 3, only T. And in 4, only cosine. The unit circle also introduces a more natural way to measure angles, radians. Instead of an arbitrary 360 degrees, radians link the angle directly to the arc length of the circle. A full rotation is 2 pi radians, and this is the unit that makes calculus formulas beautifully simple. So, to find the cosine of 240 degrees, you first find its quadrant, the third. All stations to t tells you cosine is negative there. Next, find its reference angle, the acute gap back to the x-axis, which is 60 degrees. So, cosine of 240 is just the negative version of cosine of 60. Since cosine of 60 is 1/2, the answer is negative 1/2. No calculator needed. The unit circle transforms trigonometry from a simple triangle rule into a dynamic system, giving us the mathematical language to describe rotation, waves, and cycles everywhere.